exactly 24 hours after Speed King Andy Green set a new land speed record, a hydrogen land speed record in JCB Hydromax. We're on the exact same course, the exact same salt as Andy, just to see what the Defender Octa push car can do. 635 horsepower. It's basically a BMW M5 engine, 4.4 litre hot V8, 0 to 62 in 4 seconds, all the way up to 150 or so miles an hour. Amazing bit of kit, a mega bit of kit. Andy, yesterday, he was on full power for 70 seconds. So we're going to try and put the Defender Octa full power for 70 seconds. Strap in. Ready? Go! Right, here we go. The traction on this, to be fair, is incredible. I've got a window open, I'm going to shut that a little bit. Now in front of us is what's called the floating mountain. That is Andy's viewpoint. He keeps the very left-hand edge of that. Already we're doing 133 miles an hour. We've topped out in 22 seconds. Bearing in mind that 134, bearing in mind that Andy has done, I don't know, he's probably approaching 350 VMAX by now. The numbers are incredible. When he's pushed off the line by the Defender Octa, he's pushed along for about 200 yards, 200 meters, up to 53 miles an hour. Then the Hydromax engages gear automatically and he sets off into the distance. I'm just going to slow down a little bit so I can tell you the numbers. At that point, as I say, he's doing about 53, 55 miles an hour. The engine RPM is around about 1800. By the time he gets to 2000, the turbos kick in. They go from 50,000 RPM to 150,000 RPM in under 5 seconds. The numbers are just mind-blowing. This speed on this lunar type surface is mind-blowing. In truth, this is a bucket list moment for me. The car is awesome. This place is like no other in the world. Woo! Ha ha! We're living the dream. Incredible. So now we're actually closing towards the flying mile point. We're back up to 130 miles an hour. Do you know what? I'm just going to back off. I've got no parachute to pull like Andy, but what an incredible privilege this has been. Thank you to JCB. Thank you to Defender for trusting me and letting this happen, because this is one hell of a day that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. I've just had a little glimpse into what life is like for Andy Green, the fastest man on earth. Now, he achieved 763 miles an hour in thrust in 1997. He is the only man to break the sound barrier on earth. He's now followed that up with JCB Hydromax, 406 miles an hour, although that was the average speed over 2 measured miles. The car actually topped out at 419 miles an hour. He told me afterwards that if the track was longer, the car could have gone faster. He said it was the most impressive straight line racing car that he'd ever driven, and that was a big salute to all the guys at JCB, at ProDrive, who actually built the car, Ricardo, who turned a JCB hydrogen digger engine, which is normally running at 74 horsepower. They developed that car to produce 800 horsepower, or that engine to produce 800 horsepower. That's 2 engines, 1600 horsepower in total. Now, when you think that he didn't even actually use all that power, I think the engines were actually 1400 horsepower, 700 each. So they were still plenty in reserve. The tyres were rated to 450, but do you know what? You don't need to keep pushing the envelopes. The job was done. They got more than 400 miles an hour. They got the record. And I have just got one of the most incredible experiences of my life. Bonneville Salt Flats. Completed it. That said, I would like to come back with a race suit, with a lid, get strapped in and send it in some sort of American hot rod. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. See if we can get ourselves one of those red caps, because if you do more than 200 miles an hour on a Bonneville Speed Week, you're one of the lucky few that gets a red cap. If you do more than 300 miles an hour, you get a blue cap. And if you do 400 miles an hour like Andy, you get a black cap. Now, I don't know the exact number, but I'm told it's less than 40 people that have ever achieved the honour of wearing a black cap.